Daddy. Home today, taking littlest to school, eldest walks to school herself, and middle one is ill. This is illness in a onesie. Yesterday's question, why do tour pros not shout door? It's a tricky one. I think there's an element of confusion. You think about the amount of people that are stood around on that tee, other tees up the fairway, down the fairway, shouting for, in some ideas, I'm only guessing, could cause mass hysteria. And then maybe it's the steward's job to be watching. Players do signal and caddies signal, don't they? So they're like signalling to the steward to watch it for them and then hopefully to warn those people that it's coming. I think we still all agree that they should shout for. The thing I don't think though, which is some of the comments, is that there's any venom in there or that they're trying to get an advantage. Because even if you shout for, people are going to go like this. It's still going to hit them and come off. It's just not going to smash them right in the face, or they might be able to protect their head. And to be honest with you, I've been at events when people shout for, and you know what I do? I look for it. I actually look, because if a ball is coming at you, you will spot it and be able to move. Because it isn't going to be coming at you like a bullet, is it? It's coming from 300 yards away. It's like falling out of the air. It's not that first 100 yards. I'm shouting for would be irrelevant there anyway. You'd be dead. So today's question, why do commentators say these silly things that we're all laughing at? Those greens don't all slope towards the city. The earth is not flat. We found that out quite a while ago. So why do they keep saying it? Comments down there. Post those comments down below. Hit that thumbs up button. As always, if you're loving the daily vlogs, hit that subscribe button as well while you're down there. And you won't miss one. It's free. You get notifications. I post videos every day. There's no lose really. We are off to school with a sick boy in tow. He doesn't have much colour in him. In today's swing, we're going to look at the fact that this player wants to look like they're delivering lots of loft and with a face that's open to a path. He says he struggles a little bit from fades. He said he's been practicing the laying down of the shaft, which is certainly not a bad effort here. He could lay it down a fraction more, but it's good. But again, the face needs to be set at a different angle. So we're going to talk about trying to get him to use his club face in a different way. Now today, which is going to be fun, we're going to look at maybe how his takeaway could change, which might change the pattern of the rest of the swing, but we're going to relate it to what it does to the face throughout the whole swing. So it'd be an interesting take on how a takeaway can help someone, but only if they understand what it's actually trying to fix, which was the main point of my video that lots of people miss the point of when I talk about don't stop practicing takeaway. You've got to practice the main idea. So if you can fix a takeaway and it fixes everything else, which this might do, he'll let us know, then you would fix it. But you've got to relate it to that impact. Let's show you what I mean. Right, youngest dropped off. Still not feeling great. We've bought lunch and tea for today because someone didn't fancy a backie on the bike today. Didn't feel up for a backie, did ya? Do you know what a backie is? He does know what a backie is. So the first idea I want you to work on, I've got my magnet on the face here to try and illustrate how I want you to think about the face a bit more. So you have a theme in your backswing where you feel it looks like you seem comfortable moving the face always this way as you move. And what happens with that, if I deliver the face with this angle, the ball's going to the right, so what you try and do is straighten everything up by pulling the handle back, which is why we see that impact looking this way on the way through as well, quite kind of flicky forwards. Getting the face to move differently around your body is going to be a massive skill that you need to practice. And the trick with this is not trying to do it right. It's you trying to experiment with what loads of twist is, what little twist is, which anti-twist does, maybe how different grips feel, easy or harder to put this twist in. So I want you to feel like as you pull the club away, like you're moving the face, what I say to students, under seems to always connect with them. So more under rather than over. Now it's not that you just move that face away under in that takeaway and it's fixed. You've got to carry that theme on all the way back and hopefully all the way down. So you're moving that feeling of under with the face and then that momentum carries on, so you keep trying to use that wrist in that way, flatten it off, feeling like you're bowing it almost, and then on the downswing still trying to keep those angles in there. So even on the downswing feeling like that face is still pointing down at the ground as it comes down, not over, needs to feel like it's pointing under more. And it's this experimenting that you do with students that allows them to fix an issue forever, because it gives them the self-discovery tools to go away and play, which is why I'm not a fan of kind of just saying this is the right way to do it, because you can hit a certain position every time, and what will happen is you'll put something else in there that makes you hit bad shots further down the line. It's having the skill and understanding of what those twists do and how to manage them is actually the bigger skill of coaching, I think, and playing for you guys and girls. So when trying to put this twist in, why don't you try seeing 3 to 4 knuckles on your top hand? Does that make it easier or harder? For me, it feels like it would be easier. So that means for some golfers, they might have a 1.5, 2 knuckle grip. Just moving them to 3 allows that twisting of that face to work in a more constructive way. You see what I mean? It's not about right and wrong. It's about finding what makes you more functional, more kind of repeatable. And if you can tweak that grip, to tweak that takeaway, to tweak that face control, just to tweak it that little bit, if you become more functional, that's a win. Let's answer your questions.
Hey Mark, got a question for you. Why do people get so obsessed with distance in irons? I mean, I choose my irons for the consistency and control. I'd like to hear what you think. And also, do you think you can have both? We got plenty of people who market, you know, OEMs who market that you certainly can have both. And I'm not sure that's true.
The obvious answer here, and it always makes me giggle, that's a saucepan. And that soup is you just need to watch a video review, view numbers, compared to, say, my D-plane video, which is on our game improvement irons, any easier to hit or not. So the video that proves that it's about delivered loft, because D-plane rules, doesn't excite people. It's too factual. And often it's too honest. It's too honest for people. They want to believe in other things. They don't want to take the time to understand. They're happy just to believe and to be sold. I think that's the truth as well. I see it in comments every day. People are very happy to be sold. Like, it's just an easy option, and I'm not saying that's a good or bad thing. They're just happy for their lives to go that way. I don't think you can really have both unless you put the speed in yourself. That's the ultimate thing. You've got to put the speed in. Clubs can't particularly offer more speed. They can offer you more speed by de-lofting and then print a different number on the bottom, but then that leads us all back to the D-plane video I did, where that one rules. D-plane just rules. And remember, I don't know if you saw the video, I tried a Ping G Max to a bladed iron, and the biggest difference, control left and right, was all me. Short and long dispersion differs with the 2 irons, that's all. Where people seem to think still, I think the left and right is an issue as well. And then distance, you know, like I know golfers who are sold on the fact they're hitting a 7 iron, and in their heads they think a 7 iron is easier to hit than a 6 iron because they don't understand the D-plane ideas, so it gives them more confidence possibly. I think the moral to it is people just are happy to be sold to. Time to get youngest. Feeling any better yet, Milo? A little bit. Next drill you can do at home. I'm going to do it with a 64-degree wedge, or you can do it at the range and hit kind of 100-yard shots. So I'm going to try and hit the ball at the flag down at the bottom here, but what I'm going to do is I'm aiming at this bush on the right. I'm going to start with my face of my club pointing at that bush on the right, but I'm going to put myself into a downswing position where I feel the club is twisted this way. So aiming at the bush, feet and club. I'm just going to put myself into a downswing position, turn that face to the ground, and hit a shot. And you can see the ball goes off somewhere towards that flag. Just getting the feeling of contacting a shot with the face turned at this different angle will help you to continue to lay that shaft down, because it'll keep making more sense. It'll help you feel where the wrist should be moving to hit that target. And as always with all these ideas, try and do somewhere you do it loads. So look, I'm going to turn my wrist as far as I can go and hit one. How far left that went, and then I might do one where I don't turn it at all and hit one. It will go probably towards this bush. Just giving you the feeling of how that wrist is moving or feeling down in this kind of pre-impact position is a great thing to do when you bleed it then into your full shot. So do a couple of these, then hit a full shot, aiming normal but trying to put those feelings in. See how far left it goes, see how big of curvature you put on your shots. Anything you can do to get the face away from turning this way. This is a great drill, often works better with loft because people are more confident to hit the ball from here. It doesn't matter how good or bad a shot you hit. It's more just trying to get the feel of that contradiction in the wrist angles, face angle, then in turn where the ball goes in relationship to where you feel like you're aiming. There we go, thank you for watching. Hope those drills helped some of you. Post those comments down below on today's question. My food is gonna be definitely sloping towards my mouth later on, not the city centre. Remember to subscribe as well to the channel if you're loving the daily vlogs. Thumbs up and subscribe is all good. We will see you tomorrow. More swings, more questions, more answers, and probably more English cold weather. Okay.
Alright, sick boy!